Okay, so for today's deep dive, we're really zeroing in on one single piece of hardware.
A pretty important one, I think.
A very important one, yeah. It's the Aurora DTX-88D. And our mission really is to understand why this digital signal processor, this DSP, is becoming such a central hub, for high-quality audio and everything from lecture halls to conference centers, even houses of worship.
Well, what's so fascinating is how it consolidates functions. At its core, it's a Dante-enabled DSP, so it's using standard network protocols to move all the audio data.
Right.
It offers 8x8 analog input and output. Aurora really designed it to be a perfect match for their video solutions, but the core benefit for any installer is just cutting the complexity. You get pristine sound while getting rid of a ton of other devices and all those messy, expensive cable runs.
That idea of consolidation, I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? But if you're replacing a whole rack of gear with one box, something has to be doing the heavy lifting.
Oh, absolutely.
So what's the brain of this operation?
It's run by a specialized processor, the ADI AirArc 244A9. It's really built for exactly this kind of high-demand audio computation.
Okay.
And that's what allows it to manage two critical pathways at the same time. You have your 8x8 analog channels.
The traditional stuff.
Exactly, using those terminal block connectors for your professional mics or line-level signals. And then simultaneously, it's managing 8x8 channels of networked Dante audio over a simple RJ45 connection.
And the specs on that are, well, they're pretty serious. 24 bits, 48 kilohertz sampling rate. But the one that jumped out at me was the latency. Under 3 milliseconds. Does that mean, for a person, is that truly zero noticeable delay?
In human terms, yes. It's effectively instantaneous. That really low latency is foundational to the Dante protocol. It's why professionals trust it in live environments where timing is absolutely everything.
It has to be.
And speaking of connectivity, they've packed it with control options. Beyond the audio, it includes 8 GPIO multifunction ports.
Right. General purpose input-output.
Yeah, for triggering events or reading simple button presses. It also has a built-in USB sound card for recording and playback, and both RS-232 and RS-485 serial ports for deep control within a bigger AV system.
So it can connect to basically everything. Let's get into what it actually does with those connections. This is where it gets really interesting for me. The suite of audio shaping tools. We're moving beyond a simple EQ here.
Oh, way beyond. This is where the integration really pays off. You don't just get a mixer, you get a proactive acoustic fixer.
Okay, like what? Give me an example.
The most critical one for conferencing is adaptive echo cancellation, or AEC.
Sure.
This doesn't just reduce echo, it dynamically recognizes and subtracts the sound coming from the speaker's own microphone from the signal in real time. It's what allows for clear, full duplex conversation.
So no more of that awkward cutting out in meetings.
Exactly. And then for those loud live situations, say in a house of worship where feedback is a constant battle.
That high-pitched squeal, yeah.
That's where adaptive feedback control, or AFC, steps in. Instead of just pulling the volume down when it senses a problem, it uses frequency shifting to eliminate the feedback loop before it even becomes audible.
And it preserves the volume and the quality. That's key.
It is. And then you have a trio of essential dynamic controls. Automatic gain control, the AGC, keeps mic levels consistent.
So you don't have to ride the faders if someone talks quietly.
Right. Then you have automatic mixture control, AMC, for turning mics on and off intelligently, and automatic noise suppression, ANS, to filter out background noise like an HVAC system.
That's a really comprehensive set of tools, and the performance backs it up. It has an SNR of 110 dB and an analog dynamic range of 113 dB. This confirms the quality is absolutely high fidelity.
It definitely clears the bar for professional audio. And just briefly, for anyone dealing with procurement, the product is TA compliant and tariff-free. So at its price point of around $3,880, it becomes a really smart, cost-efficient choice for certain government or educational bids.
So if you put all this together, what does it all mean? The DTX-88D isn't just a DSP. It's a powerful, centralized hub that just drastically simplifies complex professional audio.
It really is. It moves every function onto a single network standard,
consolidating a whole rack of dedicated devices into one unit.
And I think if we connect this to the bigger picture, the shift to centralized network systems, it's about massive efficiency gains. So think about this for a second. Consider how many dedicated feedback suppressors, echo cancelers, matrix mixers, and how much physical wiring this single 3-kilogram metal chassis replaces in a large installation.
Right.
The cost savings go way beyond the initial unit price. You have to consider the long-term savings in installation time and maintenance. That efficiency.
Okay.
That is the true revolution here.